Hey guys, I'm Hellhound, and it's probably a little too dark in here, so let's get some more light, shall we? There. That's better, right? Is that better? How about now? How's the lighting now? I don't want to be that close. How's that? Maybe that should work. Oh yeah, I need a cameraman and a lighting guy. So if anybody watching would be interested in filling those positions, please let me know. The pay might not be that good, but every once in a while I'll order you a pizza and we can watch some movies together and rock out to some fucking Megadeth or something. Alright, well anyway, what are we going to do today? Let's review a movie. And this thing's still crooked. That's okay, it's all part of my twisted plan. What movie should we review? Take your pick. I'll just wait here. Well, can't make up your mind, huh? I do have a lot to pick from. Am I in the way? Is the lighting still shitty? Maybe I can fix that. How about now? No? Well, let's just review Maniac Cop. How's that sound? Maniac Cop? Does that work? Oh, yeah. Maniac Cop. About in 1988, I think. Sometime in the late 80s. And starring my favorite actor of all time, Bruce Campbell. And another one of my favorite actors, Tom Atkins. Two of the all-time horror greats. Can't go wrong with that. That's just a winning formula. Now, isn't it? Yeah, Maniac Cop. Basically, the premise is a police officer, or somebody wearing a police officer's uniform is going around killing people. And not just criminals anymore, but actually innocent people as well. And some cops, obviously, are assigned to get to the bottom of it. And for a while, this review contains slight spoilers. For a while, people seem to think it's Bruce Campbell's character, Officer Jack Forrest. And he's actually arrested, and pretty much framed by the real Maniac Cop, Matt Cordell, who was once a super cop, who was basically witnessed the corruption of the town, and basically thrown to the wolves. They kind of framed him, blackmailed him, and so he ended up going to prison and having to serve time with all the criminals that he put away. As I said, he was a super cop, and he did the job well. He was a hero to most of the other policemen. They all looked up to him because he was just friggin' awesome. He was Matt Cordell, and he was badass. But now he was in prison, and of course, it didn't take very long for the criminals to gang up on him and stab him to death. And so, or did they? So, yeah, he's the one doing the killing. I just spoiled that for you if you haven't seen it already. I apologize. But, you know what, it's pretty obvious because, they even have a picture of him on the back of the box. Matt Cordell was played by the late Robert Z. Darr, who actually just passed away pretty recently. It's a bummer, because I really wanted them to make another one of these, which the sequels, I'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, Tom Atkins wants to prove Jack, his character wants to prove Bruce Campbell, Jack Forrest, he wants to prove him innocent. They also team up with Teresa Mallory, played by Lori Landon. Tom Atkins is just so freaking badass in this. And Bruce Campbell actually kind of underplays it in this movie. He's not like all, he's not an action hero type, one-liner spitting, wisecrack, spurting loudmouth, funny guy yet. He plays it pretty straight. He's pretty serious. You know, he's not quite as cool in this one, but he still makes for a pretty engaging performance. You really feel bad for him in certain scenes. Yeah, his wife suspects him. Everybody suspects him until the real killer emerges, and that's Matt Cordell. And I don't think the movie can make up its mind whether or not they wanted him to be undead. They mentioned several times that his flesh, his skin was ice cold, and bullets don't have effect on him. Nothing can kill him. So I always thought he was like a zombie. But, you know, a lot of people say, no, he really wasn't. He wasn't meant to be. Even the coroner who did the autopsy report or whatever said that he let him go. He released him back to his ex-girlfriend, which is like a kind of a subplot in the movie. She's helping him get revenge on all the people who set him up. And there's even some deleted scenes with the mayor and another guy played by Leo Rossi. They were restored in this DVD, by the way. Thank goodness, because I think they're awesome scenes. He wants to get revenge on them all. He's just one pissed off dude. It makes for an awesome villain. And yeah, his makeup job is pretty good. He got some scars from where they jumped him in prison and stabbed him. They had mutilated his face. Robert Azar is one scary mofo. I would not fuck with him. Yeah, Matt Cordell, great horror villain. I wish we could have saw more of him. He's just awesome. One of the great slashers who I think is kind of underrated, and you don't hear about him too much. But yeah, in this movie, as to whether he's a zombie or not, it's not really made clear. I guess you kind of have to make your, decide for yourself, because, they don't really give you an exact answer. But anyway, yeah, he really cleans house, and, Tom Atkins, Bruce Campbell, this movie just has some of my favorite people in it. Some great atmosphere. I love the setting in the city. I love that sleazy, this New York City location, the streets of New York. It always makes for a good, some good scenes in a horror movie. I love movies that take place, horror movies especially, take place in the city, like Maniac, also directed by William Lustig. So there you go. Yeah, Maniac Cop, 1988. Very good movie. William Lustig didn't do very many movies. He should have directed more. He did do the Maniac Cop trilogy and Maniac, which I just mentioned. And yeah, the sequels. Maniac Cop 2. I believe this came out in 1990. Has him. He's way more grotesque looking this time. He's very clearly a zombie this time. Robert Zedar returns to play him. And Robert Dovey from, or Davey, I think it's pronounced Dovey actually. It's spelled like Davey, I think it's pronounced Dovey, from the Goonies. He takes over as the lead after Bruce Campbell's character is killed off. That sucks. You can't kill Bruce Campbell off in a movie. But this movie's damn good. He teams up with a guy who kills strippers, played by Leo Rossi, who's from Halloween 2. He's always a riot. He's really hilarious in this. He's just a jolly serial killer who enjoys strangling hookers. He goes out for revenge against the criminals who are still incarcerated in the prison, the ones that stabbed him to death, the ones that jumped in the shower and killed him. This one makes it pretty clear he's a zombie. If he wasn't a zombie in this one, he definitely is in this one, because, after the way he died in the first one, I guess. And then he returns again in Maniac Cop 3, Badge of Silence. Oh, yeah. Robert Dovey returns. Robert Zedar, his makeup's even scarier. He was burned to a crisp at the end of Part 2, and, his appearance reflects that. This one could have been called Bride of Maniac Cop. He kind of falls in love with a female officer who was also set up, framed, and wrongly, done injustice. She dies, and she's pretty much a corpse the whole movie. He falls in love with her corpse, I guess, and tries to reanimate her, tries to resurrect her. This one also gives a little bit of background of his origin, explains how he came back from the dead, and I think this one confirms that he was always a zombie. There's a little bit of black magic, a little bit of voodoo in there. He takes a lot of shit in this one, too. He really goes through a lot. But he also speaks. He said his name in this one. He said, Cordell! In this one he says something like, finish it, or something. Some, hoarse zombie voice. But yeah, Robert Zedar does great in this one again. Robert W. returns. This one's easily the weakest of the series. I don't like it quite as much as the others. I think Maniac Cop 2 is actually my favorite. But maybe I'll talk more about the sequels. This video is supposed to be about the first one. But yeah, I recommend Maniac Cop. I suggest you check it out. It's pretty good. You're in for a pretty good time. It's a pretty serious movie. You'd think of a movie called Maniac Cop would be kind of cheesy and fun, but this one's actually pretty pretty, straight up, and has some good kills and some pretty suspenseful scenes. You really kind of feel bad for Matt Cordell, but at the same time, he's very fearsome. And he makes for a pretty badass villain. Yeah, he's just awesome. And yeah, of course, as I said, Tom Atkins, Bruce Campbell are always great. But yeah, there's a bloodthirsty killer on the loose, and it's a law enforcement officer. What are you gonna do? But yeah, guys, well, that's my review of Maniac Cop. I guess next time we'll tackle the sequels, and I actually have something really special planned for tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. I think you guys are gonna like it. I'm Hellhound, and until next time.